Books. It's me again with another book talk. So this time I'm going to talk about the book Dear Martin. And a lot of you know that this is a book club choice in my grade 9 applied class. And it has so many great things about it that I really love. And it is a story about a high school senior again who is named Justice McAllister, and he lives in Georgia. And like many of the other books that I've talked to you about in the last week, he is a person of color and he's attending a relatively white school. He's there on scholarship, so most of the kids that go to his school are very privileged. And he deals with, right at the beginning of the book, kind of Black Lives Matter, racial profiling type of situation where he's walking through his community and his ex-girlfriend is intoxicated and trying to drive her vehicle, and he tries to take those keys away from her because he obviously doesn't want her to get hurt or to break the law. And then a police officer then comes across them and roughs Justice up and kind of accuses him of things that he isn't guilty of. And he's able to kind of get out of that situation, but it rattles him. And so that's kind of the beginning of the story. It is called Dear Martin. And that Martin is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and he is writing to that um, activist from the civil rights movement in the United States, to try to kind of talk about his struggles with race and identity and fitting into his community, and how especially young black men are treated in the United States, and dealing with all of that profiling and that racism, and kind of looking to his mentor and this great historical figure to kind of guide him in what it means to be moving through the world in a situation where people don't necessarily understand you or listen to you because of the way that you look. If you liked, or if you read, oh, sorry, I should say it's by Nick Stone. If you liked Angie Thomas's The Hate You Give, if you've read that, you might really like this book. If you've watched the movie The Hate You Give and you've enjoyed it, you might really like this book. It's got some great characters, and Justice is part of a debate class. And they talk about some really serious issues of privilege and oppression and racism, all of those kinds of big issues. And also, some of his classmates are challenged in their thinking about race and race relations. And so that's also really interesting too. And then, probably 3/4 of the way through the book, I don't want to be too spoilery, but a big event happens, and then Justice has to deal with the repercussions of that as well. So, also a really great read, a young adult read. It's relatively short. I think it's probably around 200 pages. I don't have my copy of this because students have them or it's at school. And yeah, hopefully you all have been reading, and I'm hoping that within the next little while I'll be able to connect with you guys one-on-one and just see what kind of technology that you have. And if you have access to the internet, or if you have devices that you can use. And then hopefully next week we'll be able to get you started on some activities, but you just don't know yet. So basically, when I know, then you'll know. And again, I really, really miss you guys, hoping that, things are going well and that you're safe and you're happy. And I, again, hope to see you soon. It won't be till at least May, but we just don't know yet. But thank you for tuning into my book talks. And if you've enjoyed them, let me know. And I'll see you next time. See ya.